Louisiana Beer Reviews. Here we are at 7:28 a.m. I'm starting early because I'm going to New Orleans later, and I'm not going to be drinking any beer. So, not breaking my pattern. Envie from Parish Brewing. Now, not revisited because they've reformulated it. The brewer was saying, well, he found that people wanted it to be more IPA-like. So it's an American Pale Ale that's trying to be more like an IPA. Nothing unusual, I guess, there. Now, they're saying on the website 5.5%, but the bottle here says 5.3, which was what it was when it was the old configuration. Okay. Is this the new bottle? The new one? Because it says brewed, bottled on December 9th. So here we are on the 19th, so 10 days ago. Yeah, because they said starting in November it was the new formulation. I guess the alcohol is the same and the bitterness is stronger. 42 IBU. I don't know what the original IBU was because I couldn't find it on the website back, what, 2013? They said they use sweet caramel malts. What about the hops? I don't really know. They don't say. It'd be nice if companies would have a more informative website. It says Best Buy. Nothing. I was at Stein's Deli and Dan Stein, I said, oh yeah, this is the new one. Because I was about to say it and then he says, reformulated. I said, I know, I was about to say it. And he drove out there to Brewed, Louisiana in Lafayette Parish. Parish Brewing. Brewed is along the old Highway 90, and the current 90 is a little bit east of it. But regardless, he said he wanted it as fresh as possible. Now, I was over at Stein's on the 15th, so here we are on the 19th, 5 days ago. So I'm not drinking it as quite as fresh as possible, but pretty fresh. Okay, so this is a beer that you may not have ever seen. I don't know how widespread the distribution is. I guess it's not super, wide. We got a lot of new breweries in Louisiana, and in every state, there's 50 states, and they all got a lot of new breweries. And some are doing well, some are not. They're all going to be bought out by Anheuser-Busch InBev anyways, so what difference does it make? Okay, so it's pretty soon it'll just be one company called Brewing Company. So you'll say this beer from Brewing Company, and then I'm gonna go to the bank. Gold, yellow, a little more yellow gold with the sun, well, that ambient light shining through it. A little hazy, a stray bubble here and there, not too much head. So looks alright, I guess. Okay, well, and this was not expensive. I have the receipt there. Yeah, smells like a pale ale. Fresh hops, relatively fresh hops. Hop oil, pine, citrus, along the lines of, I was going to say Japanese plum. Like the Japanese plum before they're really ripe and they're more sour than sweet. Of course, it's just hop oil. It's none of that. Kind of a pineapple flavor hop approach. White bread. Sweetness is probably 3 out of 5. Sugar cubes and hops, it's probably 4 out of 5. 3.5 out of 5 hop cones, maybe 4, depending on how you look at it. Or depending on your perception of it. It's not like really hoppy, but it's noticeable. And it's more pine than bitter. I don't know how many people would drink this and say, ah, it's a bitter beer. Now next door, they're Bud Light devotees, okay? It's like, they'll try other beers, I bring them, but they will really only like Bud Light. So it's interesting with them, you know, they're not on the internet geekified, looking up beers, reading history of breweries, doing beer reviews, writing written reviews, and all of that. They look over here as it being a quaint eccentricity, right? Me doing all this. So I've let them try other beers, and they humor me. They're like, it's okay. It's no Bud Light, but it's okay. So they would probably think that about this. Now they might say, ooh, that's bitter, you know. And they would drink it. They might drink a bottle. They wouldn't actually enjoy drinking it, but to be polite, they would drink it. And then after I left, they'd say, why does he drink all that weird stuff? I mean, there's Bud Light. What's... So, that's an interesting part of the beer drinking community. I guess they're part of that beer drinking community. They're part of the world. They drink beer pretty dedicatedly, but at a much higher volume than do I. But it's just different ways of looking at it. We in the elite beer appreciation world, we would look down on that. Oh, they drink Bud Light. They're so, you know, unrefined in their appreciation of the great malt beverages, you know. But to each his own. How would I rate this? Well, the first go around I said it was like an A- level, and I guess I would say that again. It's kind of, and wait a minute, is an A- a bad score? I'm saying it's excellent, so, but then, you know, also to wrap this up, there's a lot of excellent pale ales, Sierra Nevada pale ale, this, and so, and on down the line. So, just since they're all around that A- range, just go with whatever's the best deal on the shelf. It's not going to be that big of a difference, I don't think. So, Laissez-les Bon Ton Relais, an excellent beer, but not exactly a remarkable beer. And is it way different than before the reformulation? I don't see where it is, so, but whatever. So y'all come on down to New Orleans, UNO, University of New Orleans, Privateers.